Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Silver Bells Mansarovar Online Education. Myself, Vinodsir. Today, we are going to discuss error correction in grammar section. In a previous video, we discussed about poem. Now, let us start something about grammar. In our previous videos, also already we discussed about how to remove error, but my these videos are for exercise and you can make good practice for it. Okay, so let us start. After finishing this video, I will send one PDF, okay, which you supposed to write down in your grammar notebook. Okay, this is for practice, okay, but you have to write down in your grammar notebook. So let us start. uh, Let me introduce at Mullah Nasruddin. Okay, what is given over here, students? Let me introduce at which is used for what? For address and or such purposes. Okay, but over here we are addressing to a person. Okay, maybe you have given such kind of a statement. Okay, please meet my friends. Otherwise, please meet to that person for addressing. So Mullah Nasruddin is a person. Okay, so what we will use instead of at, we supposed to use to. Okay, let me introduce you to Mullah Nasruddin. He was a wonderful man. He was full of ideas. Full OFF is given. Okay, full of, instead of what we supposed to use, only of, of. Okay, full of. Okay, generally maybe you have heard such kind of sentence. Okay, put off your shoes, मतलब आपके shoes निकाल दो. For such rap, I would say, phrases are used for that purpose. But over here, the meaning of this sentence is Mullah Nasruddin was full of ideas. It means he had number of ideas in his mind for different kind of work. So we supposed to use of instead of OFF. Okay. Now next, students, he looked under life in many ways. Okay, under, how it possible? You know what is meaning by under? Okay, under मतलब नीचे होता है. Okay, instead of what is needed over here, at. Okay, he looked at life in many ways. Okay, so it means Mullah Nasruddin had different views about the life. Otherwise, he had a different vision about the life. So that is why we supposed to use at instead of under. Now next, he always tried to see the other side of a thing, but okay, then sentence is over here. Then again after full stop, but is given. Okay, but he lived in Turkey about 1,000 years ago. He still remembered by people all over the world. Okay, there is a contrast. Okay, and as we know, but is used for contrast. Okay, but beauty but must be in middle of the sentence, not it is in the first. Okay, suppose if you have to utilize the meaning of but, you use though, THOUGH. What is this? What we supposed to use? Though, THOUGH. Though he lived in Turkey, okay, about 1,000 years ago, then comma, he is still remembered by people all over the world. Okay, कभी कभी आपको ग्रामर में आएगा यूज दो, तो वहाँ बट दिया होगा, तो बट बीच में होता है, बट को दूर करके वहाँ कॉमा रखते हैं और स्टार्ट में ही हम दो रख देते हैं. नाउ नेक्स्ट, remember but. Okay, then stories about him are told and retold by great interest. No, with great interest. Okay, what is needed over here? With. where stories about him are told and retold, फिर से भी उनके बारे में बोला जाता है with interest, by interest, no, instead of what is needed over here, with interest. Now next students, next para we are going to discuss a cap seller. Okay, you might have heard the story. A cap seller moved from village for village and sold caps. Okay, so what is needed? Village to village. By reading sometime we can idea that this is a wrong thing. Okay, a cap seller moved from village to village. Okay, village to village and sold caps on a hot winter. You see, hot winter. How is possible? Okay, instead of winter, what we supposed to use? Summer. Okay, a hot summer, cold winter. Okay, जनरली क्या होता है? Winter cold होता है. Okay, विरोधाभास हो रहा था. We have removed winter and we have put summer. On a hot summer day, he felt tired of. Again, O double F. Okay, so instead of OF is needed only. Okay, what is needed over here? He felt tired of, थक गया था, tired of the journey because he sat over a tree and then slept. Just you see, because, no, because shows reason, but what is needed over here? Result. वो थक गया इसलिए. So, okay, the journey, so he sat over the tree. आपको स्टोरी पता है? ओके, वो कैप सेलर ट्री के नीचे सो गया था, ऊपर नहीं सो गया था, वरना तो उसकी कैप कैसे चली जाती? वहाँ ऊपर तो बंदर थे. So sat under, U-N-D-R, under a tree and then slept. Okay. When he awoke, when generally when we use for describing place, okay, for getting information about a place, but जब वो उठा, उसका मतलब ये होता है जब वो उठा, it means time. Okay, so what is for time? What we use? When. For place, what we use? Where. And for region, what we use? Why. Okay, so over here time being is there, so when. What we put over here? When he awoke, he found that the bag containing the caps was empty and each of the monkeys in the tree had a cap. Okay, जब वो उठा तब क्या हुआ था? आपको पता है स्टोरी में, सब बंदरों ने एक एक कैप पहन ली थी. Okay, so I hope you are getting the things. Now next, the flood water rushed in the streets of the city. Okay, so again I am telling you, whenever you want to show any running action, जैसे आप क्लास में आ रहे हो, ऐसा मीनिंग दिखाना है. जब टीचर क्लास में आ रहे हैं तो टीचर इज कमिंग इनटू द क्लास. ओके, मतलब जब कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट या कोई भी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, लिविंग थिंग्स गति बताता है तब इनटू यूज करेंगे. ओके, जैसे कि वी आर सिटिंग इन द क्लासरूम, तो वो हम बैठे ही हैं, वहाँ हमारी मूवमेंट नहीं है. बट सपोज इफ यू वांट टू शो मूवमेंट, ओके, यू यूज इनटू. ओके, सो यू कैन सी द फ्लड वाटर रश्ड. ओके, वेव्स के साथ आ रहा है, रशिंग कर रहा है, मतलब कि, और कहाँ स्ट्रीट में आ रहा है, मतलब कि जो सिटी है वहाँ मूव हो रहा है, तो क्या जरूरी है वहाँ? इनटू. ओके, इनटू. द फ्लड वाटर रश्ड इनटू स्ट्रीट्स ऑफ द सिटी. पीपल ट्राई टू सेव देमसेल्व्स बट इट वाज इन वेन. लोग मतलब बचना चाहते थे, बट इट इज़ अ वेन, मतलब इट वाज वेन, मतलब कि उनके सारे जो थे अटेम्प्ट, they were failed. Now most of the thing cannot be saved. Okay, cannot it is given, but you can see the sentence, the para is in past tense. Okay, so we have to use could not instead of can. Okay, could, could not. Okay, could not be saved. people have to run for survival. Okay, people have to run, there is need of running, okay, for saving their lives. So but yes, have to, it's okay, but this is a past tense, so we cannot utilize it have, but instead of had to is needed. Okay, had to, people had to run for survival. Some soldiers came with a boat, but they were also helpless. Some came for staying, but what say, the rush, the water, the flood was very heavy. Otherwise, there was no chance for saving their lives. Then next, the rushing water was as powerful, and it swept away even the boat of the soldiers. Okay, the rushing water was as powerful. Okay, so you can say the rushing water was so powerful. As how it is possible? So powerful. Okay, powerful, and is given. Okay, instead of and what we suppose, so that, maybe you know the formula of so that. Okay, the rushing water was so powerful, so then adjective, powerful, that it swept away even the boat of the soldiers. Okay, so you know what is the pattern of the structure of so that sentence. Okay, like T2 and so that. Okay, it is so hard, I cannot solve it. So like this. Okay, we'll discuss in one other video when you're supposed to use so that, that is how to remove to, though, but that thing will be discussed. But okay, this is a general thing, so I am giving hints about it. Okay, in one video I will discuss about more these things.